Hey guys, welcome back. It's Rebecca here at Journey of a Single Mom, and I am currently on day, I think, 9 of quarantine. So we're going to talk about a few fun and crazy, maybe different ideas of some things to do while in quarantine. Yes, I'm a pirate wench today. It's been a long time since I've been able to actually get dressed, so...
Mommy,
Yes, baby.
I want to take this like a monster.
Oh yes, I'm a wench. It's been a few days. Like I just felt like putting on my favorite shirt and putting on a little bit of makeup. And so that's what I did. Don't you feel special? You should. This current quarantine is due to coronavirus in the year 2020, but I've had little times like this before when I've been stuck in my house, mostly because of a hurricane. I live in coastal North Carolina. What I'm trying to say is this list is applicable for so many situations. Medical quarantines, natural disasters, you being sick and tired of going outside and dealing with idiots. Okay, so let's get right into this. We're running out of time. We're only gonna be quarantined for like another year and a half. Not your normal dance party, people. You split up into teams, as many teams as you would like. 2 people, teams of 3 people if you have a rather large family. Each team is assigned a song picked by the other teams. Then each team has about 15 minutes to come up with a 30-second dance routine, which must be performed in front of the other teams. If you're really brave and don't care about what people think, you can videotape it, post it on social media, and ask people to vote for the best, or the worst, or the craziest. Would you rather in real life? This one can get kind of gross. You know your family. If you don't think they can handle it, please just pass by this one. So things like, would you rather let a spider crawl on you or touch a roach? If any of you are blessed enough to live in the north and not in a big city, you don't know how bad roaches are. I unfortunately am stuck in the south, and they're everywhere. Would you rather eat a spoonful of ketchup, mustard, mayo, and a bunch of other weird condiments put together, or drink a half cup of salt water? Obviously, don't do anything that's dangerous, but this one, if your family is like mine, likes to be mean to each other and gross each other out. Just make sure that you can do the would you rathers. Each member of the family is dressed up by at least one other member of the family in anything from anyone's closet or accessories, or even various other things that you could use to just stick on people. Make a hat out of a colander. I don't know. So the dresser takes the dressee around the house to everyone's closets. That's my thinking song. There should be a theme for each one of these little challenges, like a color or a style or a feeling or a refrigerator or some odd object like that. This is another one that you could take pictures and post on social media, asking people to vote or what their favorites are. Or you could just laugh a lot at each other in the privacy of your own home. We like to do something called the dollar store challenge. We split up into teams yet again, or I guess you could do it individually. We go to the dollar store with a set amount of money, usually $10 to $15 for each team, and each team buys ingredients for the other team. The other team must then make a main course and a dessert out of those items, using nothing else from the house except like spices, oils, that kind of stuff. Now, being in quarantine or unable to go to a store, this one might prove a little difficult if you're actually stuck in your house. However, you could just use your own pantry and cabinets and refrigerator and freezer. Set a time limit of about 30 minutes for everyone to get their meals completed and then have a lovely meal together. Most of the things my family and I have created were edible. A couple of them were actually pretty good. And a couple of them were so bad. So bad. Ugh, just gross. This one is a very fun one in our house. and we end up laughing uncontrollably quite a bit, putting makeup on each other while blindfolded. So it's just super simple. The person who is applying the makeup is blindfolded. They have makeup set before them on the counter. They don't know exactly what is there or what order it's in. They pick stuff up and just try to do it as best they can. Be careful with this one. People can get poked in the eye. So you just have to have kind of somebody refereeing. This has made some beautiful looks in our home. This one can be done over the course of a whole day or a couple days or at your leisure. Each person in the family gets the opportunity to entertain their family members in their home. So this one's kind of cute, especially if you have kind of children in the middle age range, like between 6 and 12 or 13. But honestly, even my older kids like it. Each person gets the opportunity to plan a snack or tea time or a game or a performance or whatever they would like in their room. If you have people that share rooms, just make sure, share rooms. If you have people that share rooms, just make sure that theirs are not back to back, or one person can choose another room to use instead. This one gives each member of the family a little bit of a feeling of, hey, we're doing what I want. This one is super fun. And if you do this and post it on YouTube, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to see this. Make a home movie. Make a little script. Make it a monster movie or a romance or a fairy tale or a comedy or do a stand-up show. We all have cameras on our phones, our iPads, our computers, any other device you possibly could own. Get it out. Have a director, have a costume designer, have a set director, or make everybody do all of those things and then have actors or make everyone an actor or an actress in the movie. Once the movie is all done, you can grab some popcorn, sit on the sofa, and have your own screening. Again, could be posted on social media or YouTube, and you could let your girl know. That's all I'm saying. Making different foods can be fun. You could do a theme like all blue foods, even using food coloring if you have to, and come up with a meal with all blue or all red. Or make tiny little minuscule versions of food. There's a really cool guy on YouTube, Walking with Giants. My kids and I love to watch him. He makes miniature versions of food, so check him out. You could make huge versions of food. Make a pancake that's bigger than your head. You could do the challenge of making things that look like one food but actually are another. Like making a burger out of cookies and icing and chocolate chips or whatever. This one is another one of my favorites. So make up a new game among your family. Try not to make it too complicated because then people just get like, oh, I don't want to do this. Or take an existing game that you already have and make new rules. We love the game Taboo. For those of you that are not familiar, I'll give you a little synopsis. There's a word at the top of the card. There's 5 words at the bottom of the card. You're trying to get them to guess the word at the top, but there's a list of words you cannot say. We switched the rules around a little bit and played a round or two, or a lot actually, where we only read those 5 words and the people had to try and figure out what the word was based on those 5 words. We were not allowed to say anything else. Maybe play a game of life and start at the end and go backwards, and every time something happens, you lose that kid. Instead of having a baby on a baby tile, you get rid of a kid. With this one, I'm not talking about getting out your favorite textbook and giving it a read. Giving it. It's a word now. I'm talking about learning a new language together. There's all kinds of apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and I don't know, there's a lot of them. Pick Korean or Spanish or German or French. Sit down together and start learning. Then maybe throughout the next day or two, you guys can use your newfound language skills and kind of quiz each other, keep each other on your toes. Learn a skill. If someone in the family plays guitar, do guitar lessons with the rest of the family, like a group lesson. If someone in the family is a really good painter or knows how to draw really well, give lessons to the rest of the family. If there's something nobody in the family knows how to do, but you'd like to give it a shot, we've got YouTube, we've got Pinterest, we've got the internet. There's nothing you can't find. The point is, by learning, you're exercising your brain, which makes life just seem more interesting. So when you're stuck in your house, that's a good thing. Do something physical together. Have a yoga class or a Nerf war, or build an obstacle course inside or out. Do a scavenger hunt inside or out, or both. Have a game of riddles that lead them around the house, the yard, the car, the everywhere until they find something at the end. Maybe some fresh baked cookies or another riddle. That would be mean. The point is to get up and moving. When you're just sitting around all day, sometimes that can just make you more tired. So getting up, getting moving, getting out there, it'll get everybody's blood pumping, let out some energy. People will also maybe be less annoying and whiny. This one's super fun too. Opposite day. Opposite day can mean that you all sleep in the living room and have a camp out there with your mattresses. And you eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner. And if you normally take showers in the morning, you take them at night. And you are in your pajamas all day and then get dressed in your normal clothes to go to bed. Maybe the kids decide what's for food because the parents normally do it. This one you can take in so many different ways. Maybe have a period of time at least where everybody has to walk backwards. If someone always has their hair up in a ponytail, they put it down for the day. This one is obviously extremely personal to your family because only you know what you do. Plus, this is just a really great way to have your kids make dinner with them thinking it's fun. On top of the normal things that you can do while you have time off, like reading books you've been meaning to read and doing projects around the house and various other things, hopefully you can add a few of these crazy things in and shake things up a little bit. Keep it interesting. Thanks again so much for coming on this journey, guys. I really hope that gave you some ideas of some fun things to do over these coming weeks, hopefully not months. Don't forget to show the like and subscribe buttons, just a little bit of love. Thanks again, and I'll see you when I see ya. Bye-bye. Okay, go ask your sisters, baby. I'm taping.
I already asked my sister.
Okay.
No. Wow.
What's wrong? Come inside. Come in. No, I'm not done. I just started. But what you need? Yes, you can do that.
Like a monster.
Yeah. Or maybe we can glue little eyes on it later, and then you can be like, burp, 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 burp.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, Mama's trying to tape. The tape is still running.